Hi, this is Tina, and today I'm going to give you some tips about your pattern pad and how to add patterns while you are in your quilt screen here. As you can see, I have patterns right here, and I also have a pattern in my pattern pad. Now, this plus button over here, if I hit this button, what it's going to do is it's going to bring up my library. And for some reason it takes a little bit of time to load, but that's okay because as soon as I get my library, it's all right there. So as you can see, I have a pattern in my library, and I would like to try out some other patterns to see how I want my quilt to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on another pattern, and let's see, I want to try out this one also. Or maybe this one. So I've got 4 patterns in my pattern pad right now. But I'm not really crazy about these stars. So if you hit the clear button right here, what it's going to tell you is the pattern pad list will be cleared. Are you sure? Well, what if I only want to take one pattern off the list? So I'm going to go ahead and hit no because I only want to take off one pattern. If I come up to this pattern and I double click it, there you go, double click it, what it's going to do is it will bring up remove pattern AM star bounce JPEG from the pattern pad. That's what I want to do. I only want to take off that one pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. And that will remove that pattern from the pattern pad. But let's say I decide I don't like any of those patterns. If I hit clear, I can clear the whole pattern pad by hitting yes. And now I've cleared out the whole pattern pad. So I'm going to go back here and we'll do that one more time. I'm going to click on this pattern. Let's say we'll do a couple of them. There we go. So I don't want this one right here. So I'm going to double click on it. Actually, that was 3, but it should have only been 2. And it will bring up to remove that specific pattern off of the pattern pad. I'm going to hit yes, and that pattern is gone. Now when I'm done, I go ahead and hit done, and it brings me back to this screen. And as you can see, I have my 3 patterns on here that I want to try out or experiment on my quilt top. So I can go ahead and move those patterns, double click on them, it'll bring them up, highlight them. I can go ahead and move them over and see which ones I like better. So that should help you today. On your plus button, brings you up into your library, and you can go ahead and try out different patterns on your pattern pad, delete them if you don't like them, or clear the whole pattern pad at once. And that's your tip of the day. Have a great day and happy quilting.